The Savage, Alen Babic, returns to action on October 4th on the Joshua Buatsi undercard, and his opponent is Niall Kennedy. Now, I've never actually seen Niall Kennedy fight. He's 13-1-1. He's an Irish heavyweight, 6'3" tall, 36 years of age. But looking at his record, and I know you need to really watch somebody fight to know what they're about rather than just looking at their BoxRec page. But taking a cursory glance at his BoxRec page, he doesn't appear to be that good. His only loss was to Devin Vargas. Now, I have seen Devin Vargas fight, and Devin Vargas is not a good heavyweight. So if we go over to Devin Vargas's BoxRec, he's 22-6. He lost to Junior Farr last year on points over 10. He was knocked out by Andy Ruiz in 1 round back in 2018. He was knocked out in 3 by Dominic Brazil in 2014. That same year, he was knocked out in also 3 rounds by Jason Bergman. He was stopped by Kevin Johnson in 6 rounds back in 2009. So you get the picture. And also, if you look at his weight, he's a small heavyweight. Okay. For many of his fights, he's a small guy. I believe he's Mexican American. So this is the guy who just knocked out Niall Kennedy in Kennedy's last fight in 5. It says TKO. I don't know whether cuts were involved or anything like that, or whether it was an actual knockout. But either way, if you're losing to Devin Vargas, it's not exactly good form. I would have hoped for a better opponent than this for the Savage Alen Babic, because Babic had a decent number of amateur fights. I believe it's about 100, somewhere along those lines. And he has openly stated that he wants to be moved quickly. Yeah, he just knocked out Shondell Winters in 5, who took former world heavyweight champion Shondell Winters in 2 rounds, who took former world heavyweight champion Joseph Parker 5 rounds. So based on that type of form and his amateur background, I think they can afford to move him a bit quicker than putting him in with the Niall Kennedys of the world. You know, not all heavyweights and not all fighters in general need to be moved at the same rate. Some fighters you move quicker than others. And as I say, I think they can afford to move Babic way quicker than putting him in with this guy. Now, again, I need to do my due diligence. I might change my mind after seeing Niall Kennedy fight, but I doubt it. All right, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say that Niall Kennedy is going to be cannon fodder for the Savage. And look, at this stage of Babic's career, yeah, you don't want to necessarily put him in with 50-50s, you know, in 50-50s right now, but he's hungry for some fairly stern tests, and I think you should accommodate that. So just taking a cursory glance before I've done my due diligence at Niall Kennedy's record, he doesn't appear to be that. He appears to be somebody that Babic should be able to dispatch of with relative ease. We'll see. If any of you have actually watched Niall Kennedy fight, then please correct me in the comment section below if I'm underestimating this guy. If he's actually a lot better than his record looks and suggests. In fact, let's slide over to his amateur record and see if he did anything there. I mean, it's got some of his amateur highlights. I'm going to assume he's had a lot more amateur fights than this. Split decision over Nick Webb. Lost to Sean Turner in the Irish National Championship Finals in 2013 in the amateurs. Con Sheenan lost to him on a split decision. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you disappointed by this opponent for the Savage Alen Babic? Were you hoping for Dave Allen? Maybe even Tom Little. I mean, Tom Little might not be any better than Niall Kennedy, but a lot of people would prefer Tom Little because we know him and we can compare Babic's performance against Tom Little to, let's say, Hrgovic's performance against Tom Little or Dubois' performance against Tom Little, etc. Whereas with Niall Kennedy, we don't really have a measuring stick. If Babic blows through him, I mean, what do we compare that to? So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The Savage is back on October 4th against Niall Kennedy on the Boatsy undercard. And we can take a look at some of the other fights on that show. Linus Udofia against John Harding Jr. Akib Fiaz, Kane Baker, John Hedges is fighting there as well. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, people. I'm out.